Good morning. I am 5 minutes earlier today. As always, if you're watching and recording, you're welcome to fast forward or stay with us through our hellos. I'm gonna check the sound now. If my computer cooperates, that is. You're welcome to fast forward or stay with us. You're welcome to fast forward or stay with us. The sound seems okay. Good morning, Gina. Good morning, Joey. Good morning, Zazu. How is the sound for you? I just checked. It seemed okay, but a little bit weird. But maybe it's my computer. Oh, good. Excellent. Good morning, Mary. I'm just tagging everybody, waiting for people to join. It used to be so easy to tag everybody, and now it's a little bit of a chore. Facebook always changing something. It's so annoying. But I guess this is a perfect illustration that everything in life is always changing. And actually, come to think of it, Facebook changes always happen without any announcement. They just change everything, and there is no support to call if you don't understand something. You're going to have to figure it out yourself. So it's sort of a perfect metaphor for life. Change is happening without any planning, without any announcement, and then you have to figure it out. And the funny thing is, we always do, right? Both in Facebook and in life. So that's great. That's my wisdom for this morning. All right, it is time for us to start. So we've been talking a lot about what real love is and how it feels in the body. Because when we pay attention to sensations in our bodies, when we don't just live in our head and mentally construct everything that we go through, our experiences, we can really feel that love is the energetic opposite of fear. Love seems to open and expand us right down to the cellular level, while fear causes us to contract and withdraw from the world into ourselves, usually into our head. And yet, so often, fear keeps us, keeps us from being able to say yes to love, even though we understand intellectually, logically that this is how things are and love is the opposite of fear. We need to feel love, but still, our bodies feel fear and we're being kept to saying yes to love. And perhaps this is our greatest challenge as human beings. All our close relationships ask us to open our hearts and expose our innermost thoughts and feelings. Yet, if you felt unseen or unappreciated as a child, the risk of self-disclosure can seem almost life-threatening. Or if you were valued only as a good kid, quote unquote, and not encouraged to express your individuality, your unique self with all the imperfections, then intimacy may feel suffocating. How we felt in relation to our caregivers in childhood is the prototype for our connections later in life. And this often develops completely unconsciously. Becoming more conscious of those early feelings can make us less fearful of dropping our protective masks. This fear of loss is natural, especially if you've had a big loss early in life. But it can also keep you from savoring the love that is available to you right now. Yesterday, we discussed that as we explore new ways of loving and being loved by others, we need to equip ourselves with open, pliant minds and be willing to challenge our habitual thought patterns around the subject of love, the subject we thought we knew so much about. So, kind of adopt a beginner's mind as always. Always asking ourselves, what's true about this notion of love for me right now? Maybe it was true before, but not anymore. Maybe it was true for my mom or my dad or my grandparents, but not for me. Maybe it's true for society, but not for me. So is this or that really true for me right now? And what else is possible here if this notion gets dropped? Questions like this can expand our awareness of new possibilities available to us at any given moment in time. Sharon Salzberg talks about something she calls the stance of inquiry. This is how she describes it. I imagine an internal version of a position taught in Tai Chi, in which the knees are always slightly bent, sometimes called the horse stance. It is thought to increase the flow of energy throughout the body. It also lowers the center of gravity, increasing stability in the event of an unexpected blow. In the practice of mindfulness, the counterpart to the horse stance might be called the stance of inquiry. We just attend to the present moment with open mind. We gather in our attention again and again and open to whatever comes, humbly accepting it. In doing so, we begin to peel back the layers of conditioning and unconscious expectations. We can't judge whether those expectations are realistic or not until we know we have them. We start to discern what in actuality is available to us, both in terms of what we can give and what we can receive. And at a deeper level, we realize that love simply perpetually exists, and that it's just a matter of psychic housekeeping to make room for it. As psychoanalyst and philosopher Erich Fromm puts it in his book, The Art of Loving, love is not a relationship to a specific person. It's an attitude, an orientation of character which determines the relatedness of a person to the world as a whole. I just love that. Love is not a relationship to a specific person. It's an attitude, an orientation of character which determines the relatedness of a person to the world as a whole. So today let's do a practice that's designed to neutralize our fears when it comes to love for others. We can recognize that all of life's conditions are constantly changing, which naturally includes our relationships. In any moment, we may encounter some element of change, which can be triggering for some, particularly those of us who have developed certain fears around intimacy. So take a comfortable position and, as always, take a few moments to settle. Settle into your body, your heart, your mind. Settle into this moment, right here, right now. Nice and soft breath, completely natural. Just feeling your body breathe in and out, in and out. As always, see if you can get a sense of spaciousness in your breath so that all the experiences of the present moment can just flow through you as energy that they are, without struggle. Now take a moment to reflect on all the potential changes in your important relationships that you are worried about. How does this feel in your body? With each inhale, allow yourself to engage with this pain of fear. Rather than pushing this feeling away, create space for it. Let it be as it is. Welcome it with each new breath. With each exhale, recognize the capacity you have in each moment to gain perspective, even amid discomfort. Recognize the space you have for acceptance and gratitude, and see the constant changes of your relationships with curiosity and flexibility. This practice helps us disidentify with our self-preoccupations around love for another. It helps us transmute our fears into growth. So as you inhale, allow yourself to engage with your fears about change. Not in a logical way, trying to think everything through, plan, worry, but rather on the level of physical sensations. How does this fear, how does this worry about change manifest in my body? Not perpetuating the fear with your thoughts, but not pushing it away either. Simply creating space around it with your breath. And as you exhale, Remind yourself of your capacity to gain perspective, to relax into any kind of discomfort. So continue in this way for the next minute or so. Inhale to engage with the feeling of fear and worry. Exhale to remind yourself of your capacity to relax. Now place your hands on your heart and thank yourself for this deep work that you've just done. Repeat after me silently or out loud. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well in body and mind. May I feel safe, protected, at ease. May I know deep, natural peace. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well in body and mind. May I feel safe, protected, at ease. May I know deep, natural peace. Now gently let go of the practice, and as always, scan your body again. Notice what's going on for you right now, physically, emotionally, mentally. How are you really? As you go through your day today, I invite you to continue this reflection. How can you make this stance of inquiry your default state? Challenging your habitual thought patterns around love and relationships, but of course in a gentle, kind way. Asking yourself over and over again, what's true about this or that for me right now? What else is possible here? As always, enjoy your discoveries. Thank you so much for being here today. Have a gorgeous day, and I will see you tomorrow.